Hvorfor er der vand rundt om os? Var det mund for dyre med hej? Kære mors, den her sang, den er til jer. Simpelthen fordi vi rigtig godt kan lide jer. Kære mors, vi skal også være ærlige og sige, vi savner jer, når jeg er her. Men jeg er bare lidt det hele tiden, mors. Og prøv at tænke jer, hvor heldige I er. I hænger helt fast på sælling.
So we're heading out into the wilderness in civilized Denmark. But I just noticed the gas tank is only half full, so we better get a full tank because I have a suspicion the diesel heater is going to work all night. Well, yeah, can't record much here. It's dark. The only place there's light is in the camper, and that's nice. I will double in for Animeta here because she doesn't want to talk very much English. Good morning, everybody. We are right here in Thy, a favorite place of ours where we were when we did the Virgin voyage. And let me show you a little detail here. As you can see, we have had this one-way film on the windows. It's very nice, and there will be a video later. This is an intro to a camper place in Thy, in the town of Ydby. It's the locals making it. There's toilets, very nice toilets. You can see the camper down here, and a very nice little plate here where you can see the prices and what is allowed. There's place for 2 campers right there. It's about 20 euro a night, free water, power. Very nice place to sit and have your lunch. And Med is having a little playoff here. I actually can't see what it is. Inside, it's raining right now. Inside there are a lot of things you can do, activities for children and grown-ups also. These are nets to go in the small stream there, see if you can find anything. There's a grill for coal and starters, and some mats for the chairs, and a flag if you got a birthday. And here you see the toilets, very big, very nice. Right here you're looking down at a place called Dovreodde. I made a film earlier about some of the shelters on the water here. And you can see it right there. We're coming in from the south end here. And it's a very lovely place, just not today. It's part of the National Museum for Arts. They have an exhibition here in the tower and in the surrounding buildings. We're going down to the ferry to go over to the island of Mors. It's a very cozy little ferry. We also appeared that in some of our videos. But Animeta, she can't find the ferry. It's nowhere to be seen. Normally it's on one of the sides. And she asked me, where is it? Can you see it? No, but I can see the sign. Can you see the sign here? It says ferry not operating. So it's gonna be the long way around. And on the way we just saw another sign for campingspot. Curious, we've been here a lot of times, never seen it before, so of course we had to go in and perhaps see if it's something we're gonna need in the future for another trip. We always try to look up spots when we're on tour, mark them on our Google Maps for future reference. It looks like something where there is a farm holiday or so, but it's actually a campsite. And they have their own website. I'll link it in the description, of course. It seemed they had a lot of activities with animals and children's playground. You can have tent, campers, caravans. There's a lot of room here. And we just happened to talk to the owner. She was coming out to see what we were doing. So we tell her we just saw the sign and had to go up and see what it was. She tells us they just bought the place last year and is renovating and starting it up as a campsite also, with animals and everything. And I tell her I'm gonna mention it on YouTube, that we film a lot of the places we go. So and I tell her I'm gonna put a link in here, so of course I am. It looks like a lovely place. Too bad it's raining so much today.
Ja, tak skal jeg have. Hej.
Well, it's long when you take the back roads, of course, and we usually do. So we had to go to Limfjorden instead and take the bridge over. It's not because it's that far, but it just seems so. So I'm wondering where to go, take the big road or take the small road. Of course we take the small roads. We had to make a U-turn because we saw a little sign here saying a picnic place. Right down here on the other side of Limfjorden, there's this lovely little place here for a park up. All the houses are very nearby, so it's not the place we're going to stay for in the night at all. Out into the nothingness, well, not nothingness. There's actually the Limfjorden, the water right here. But with the fog and the hill, it wasn't easy to see. But with all those cars here, out of season, where are we gonna park? That's the beauty of traveling outside the seasons. There's always room for us. Just having a spot of lunch here also, and going for a little walk along the coast. Handklits is a very special place. You can hear the water running out from all the fields. But look at this. This is also Denmark, the flat Denmark. We have things like this. This is prehistoric. You can see lava layers there, and it's a special kind of gravel you use for cat litter. This is an outdoor grill place. But you'll probably need some big boots or or a boat to get there. This was a really lovely road to drive, even in the fog and the rain, because it was very small, very curvy, lovely place to drive. Actually, in the vicinity is something called Flat, with a lot of humor. So Mette says the Limfjorden is right there, but I don't know about you. I have quite a hard time seeing it. But it's a lovely stretch of road. There's a lot of park-ups here by the beach. We weren't down at the beach because there was so much water in the parking spots. We didn't want to park there. And her planning didn't go as planned because the road ended. This is a usual thing with us. To boldly go where no man has gone before, or something like that. But have to turn around, and she declines a walk in the forest because all the paths are filled with water also. So we haven't got the big boots with us. Now we're at Islev Harbour. Want to stay the night here. It's a lovely place. We've been here a lot of times. And in summer, it is the greatest view. But more of that in the morning. In the distance, you can spot Annemette. She's just been to the shower. I also went there, but of course I'm faster. When I was right there on the top, I saw that it was undermined by water. So I had to look right down to get the water. We have power this night because it's included in the price, so we get the batteries topped up. So Mette tells you the beach is right down here. Normally it's 10 meters beach or so. But look at here. Look at this place. The waves, the storms have taken quite a bit of the land here. And Mette says good morning. Tells you we spent a very quiet, easy night. We were the only one here. We saw a little bit of the sun this morning. Hopefully there comes more of it. But we would settle for a little more light instead of the fog. We can see a little longer. It's a very nice harbor. As I said before, we've been here a lot of times. All the buildings there are for toilets, showers, washing machine, and there's a restaurant where you can have takeaway in summertime also. Normally a lot of boats also come to the harbor to visit because it's also a very special geological site. There's the lagoon right in between some of the hills you see later, right there behind Mette now. And we're gonna go over there and have a look to see how much the landscape has changed since last time. And if you look closely, there in the harbor there are also two shelters placed on the water. So I'm gonna tell you about them later on. So we're going over to look at the new bridge they made here. The sign says path around the lagoon. Very slippery when wet, 1.2 kilometers, and it's very wet, so we're not gonna go there. I don't think we're gonna take the hike around. Water is too high, and there's been some damage here. But if you're a geologist, please tell us what this is. We know, of course, the difference between gravel and dirt and all that, but I think the black layers there are some kind of volcanic ashes. This is from prehistoric time, pressed up on the hills here on Mors by the Ice Age. But the black things here, it's actually kind of, what do you call that, flaky? See, you can just, when you touch it, it falls apart. But also quite heavy. And makes your fingers very dirty. So the last time I showed you a shelter on the water, it was also raining. And this is the only staircase down here. But I'm getting too old for that because it's green and slippery, so I'm gonna take the big road ahead here. Hey Mette, have you seen the lifeguard or the life-saving equipment? Yeah, she found it, but unfortunately, she tells me she's not gonna jump in after me if I fall in. That's a shame. Oh, it's slippery here. This looks like a very nice spot to fall on your ass. So here are the shelters. A little different than the other ones we have seen, but it has a very nice detail I spotted on the way over here. Look at this, a skylight in there. That's something different. And they're supposed to go into the lagoon to stay. Hey, will you look at that table? That's freaking smart. When you take the table and put it down, you can sleep all over it, no draft. And pulled up, you can sit with your feet in the hole and eat at the table. And that skylight is gonna let so much sunlight in. It's gonna be a joy to wake up here, I think. So in the lagoon you saw before, they were going in there to in the summertime. I hope I can make a video of that later on in the year. So where are we going? Walk in the forest? No way. What about just driving around to drive around? No. There has to be a purpose with it. What about geocaching? We have done a lot of geocaching, and there appears to be a cache on each church on the island of Mors. And I think there's about 36 churches or so. I just spotted one, so let's go to that one. Because we didn't take this one yet. And we're talking about going a trip to the northern part. There's a king's... she doesn't know the name. And we probably don't want to go out in the rain. As a former... I'm melting. I'm made of sugar, I think, so I can't go out in the rain. So she points to the forest. It's about there. This is one of the other caches we found by a church. We actually don't know why there's a gate here, but there is. And the cache is right here, if you know where to find it or where to look for it. Yep, that's the one we're gonna find. So from the harbor and up north, there's a very nice viewpoint where you can park up. It's right there in front of us, and you can see the kind of island. It's called Klits in the right out there. Just want to show you the house that is situated right here at the bend in the road. We think it's some kind of house you can rent for parties or for having a weekend away with a big family. And we have to be a little bit worried because there's a lot of water here in the gravel, so I have to make a 3-point turn instead of just swing around in full speed. But basketball, grill, etc. Lots of chairs and tables to put out. Looks like a lovely spot for a family reunion, or what you call it. But we have no need for that right now. We only have a need for the view. But this is also a geological thing. It seems there is nothing between the island of Mors and the northern parts. I have sailed here with my sea kayak from Ejerslev Harbor and up to the top just to see what it was like. And I'll give you a hint here. That's my old kayak. That's what it looks like from the seaside view. But remember, only a parking spot. No staying overnight here. So you see, there's actually a road here, very small, narrow. And there's a big hill. It's called Figgeklits, and if you want to take a little hike upwards, there's a parking spot right over here where we used to stay, and we have been on the top before. There's a grave up there, King, what's his name? She can't remember it. This is the little park up. Don't make any overnight stays here. And you can walk all the way up to the top.
Kong Figge. See up in the Figge.
Oh yeah, it was King Figge. That was his name. And she wants to tell you the story of King Figge and why he is buried there. So I have to turn off the engine because you can't hear anything. It is said that Figgeklit is the place where King Figge was buried. And he had a big farm here. He killed his brother and married the brother's wife. And then he became the stepfather of Hamlet. You know, the very famous king from Kronborg in Copenhagen. And then we just spotted a brand new camping spot, camper park up. This is by the ferry place. There used to be nothing here, but watch out for the seagulls. This is actually quite new, as I said. It's been leveled, and there was no parking at all last year when we were here. Looks very nice. Get some great views of the ferry coming in and out, and you can pay by your phone. And I think it's there's room for 4 or 5 campers, and you can get water for your camper, and you can empty your toilet. That is a very, very good thing. We would so love to see more of these by the small harbours or by the gorgeous places. It would be so nice. Just imagine all the tourists having a legal place to park up where there's amenities and you pay a small fee for it. That would be lovely. Staying here on a summer evening, just watching the ferry, drinking some cold beer, have a nice meal here. That would be lovely. I'm very sure we're going to come back to this one. We love ferries, by the way. Every time there's a ferry, we are very happy to take a detour just to take a ferry trip. And if there's no place to go on the other side, we'll take the ferry back again. And you'll see that in a lot of video, not a lot, but in some of our videos, also from our tours in Germany. So we found another church with a stunning view right beside it. We found a cache here also, of course. But I'm just gonna show you. I know it's bad weather, but we're on top of a hill, facing out over the waters. Very lovely view. This is the modern treasure hunt. Finding the caches and logging it online. We have found over 1,600 of these caches, but as I said, we've been at it for a lot of years. So here we're trying to make some of the fancy YouTube filming that some of the bigger channels with a lot of equipment does. Tell her to stick out the camera, but she doesn't like it because it's raining. But we have to try it. We have to go. So when you have a lot of money for equipment, this is what you do. So, a new park up. Very luxurious place with no luxuries. Right here, No seats or benches anywhere, and Animator just spots them. There's actually one. We'll probably see it later. There's no showers? Nope. No toilets? Nope. No cafes? And no real roads. But there's this thing behind us. The water. Oh guys, I think I'm gonna end this video here and continue next Sunday, because the day after all this we had the most amazing weather, lots of sunshine, we have a lot of video, pictures, and it's gonna be way too big, this one. So see you next Sunday, bye bye.